You've tried all the so-called sleep hacks. No screens before bed, a dark room set to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, melatonin, herbal teas, meditation, even breathing exercises. Yet you're still not sleeping. What if I told you those tips barely scratch the surface and they don't actually fix the real problem? Today, I'm breaking down the hidden reason why you aren't sleeping and what you can actually do to finally fix it. Hey, I'm Evelyn, a holistic wellness coach specializing in women's hormone health and fertility. But here we go beyond that, from balancing hormones to mastering your emotions and embracing feminine energy. This is your space for all things holistic wellness, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to reclaim your confidence, elevate your energy, and step into your most magnetic self. If that speaks to you, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and welcome to the channel. Before we dive in, I want to quickly mention that I'm not a medical doctor and this video is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making any health changes. Now let's get into it. So, what's really keeping you awake at night? Most people are told it's just stress, too much caffeine, or needing a stricter bedtime routine. And while these things can affect sleep, the deeper issue usually comes down to what's happening with your hormones, hormonal timing, cortisol, and insulin. You see, your body runs on a natural circadian rhythm. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, is also your get up and go hormone. It peaks in the morning to energize you and gradually tapers off by evening. And as cortisol levels drop, melatonin, your sleep hormone, naturally rises to signal your body to rest. But when this rhythm is disrupted, you'll be tossing and turning in bed, struggling to fall asleep, and waking up in the middle of the night even when you're exhausted. So, what exactly disrupts your circadian rhythm? One, irregular sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at different times each day confuses your body's internal clock. This misalignment delays the natural peaks and drops of cortisol and melatonin, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Even small shifts on the weekends can throw your rhythm off entirely. So aim to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, keeping it within 30 to 60 minutes. Two, skipping breakfast. Your body uses food as a cue to regulate cortisol levels. Eating breakfast signals your body that energy is available, helping cortisol gradually decline to normal daytime levels. But if you skip breakfast, your body has no fuel, so cortisol stays elevated to generate energy, keeping your stress hormones higher than they should be and throwing off your circadian rhythm. This can leave you feeling wired, tired, and jittery. So my tip for you is to eat a balanced, protein-rich breakfast within 60 minutes of waking. Include protein, healthy fats, and fiber to stabilize cortisol and blood sugar. For example, you might have eggs, chicken or beef patties, avocado, sauerkraut, and beans. Three, late night eating or sugary snacks. Eating too close to bedtime, especially carbs or sugar, spikes insulin in the evening. And high insulin levels interfere with melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. When you eat late, you force your body to digest and regulate blood sugar when it should be winding down for sleep. So aim to finish eating by 6 p.m. at the latest. 5 p.m. is ideal, and do your best to avoid sugary snacks and alcohol in the evening. Four, lack of morning sunlight. Light is the primary cue for your circadian rhythm. Exposure to sunlight soon after waking signals to your brain that it's daytime, helping regulate cortisol and melatonin properly. Without this, your internal clock can get out of sync, leaving you groggy in the morning and awake at night. So I challenge you to step outside. It can be your backyard, balcony, or for a quick walk, ideally within the first hour of waking. Even just 5 minutes of morning daylight on your eyes can make a massive difference. Five, blue and green light exposure at night. Even small amounts of blue and green light from phones, laptops, or TVs can suppress melatonin production. The synthetic light tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep, even if your other routines are optimized. So to protect your sleep, I recommend turning off all overhead lights in the evening and use a salt lamp or unscented beeswax or soy candles. You can also use a red light filter on all of your devices or wear red tinted blue light blocking glasses like these. This will support melatonin production and your natural sleep-wake cycle. So I'm curious, which of these tips are you going to try first to improve your sleep? Let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions or requests for future videos, you can leave those down below too. And if you're ready to give your hormones a complete reboot, then you should absolutely check out my 7-day meal plan, the Hormone Balance Reboot. You'll learn exactly what to eat, when to eat it, and how to support your hormones, digestion, and energy without any guesswork. And if you're looking for personalized one-on-one support on your hormone balancing or fertility journey, I'd love to connect with you. You can book a free wellness consultation with me to see if working together would be a good fit. I'll include both links in the description box below. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.